And girl, you know I love you, love you, love you. I love you, love you, love you. I won't put I wanna buy you, buy you, buy you. Cause you're loyal, loyal, loyal. And girl, you know.
What's up, beautiful? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I am Kira, and over here on this little space of the internet, we like to share all things lifestyle, planning, teaching, beauty, and fashion. So if any of that interests you, then definitely consider staying tuned. With that being said, today is Tuesday, February the 17th. And it is a PD day. So as you can see, there are no students in the classroom. It is about 8:44. We just had our first PD meeting of the day at 8 a.m. and it was about small group. So our principal was just refreshing us on what small group is, what it should look like, what things we should be doing as a teacher, what the students should be doing during that time, and all of that good stuff. Currently in my room, I have about 15 minutes until our next meeting, which is at 9 o'clock. We have to meet in the library. We have like a video that we have to watch, and apparently, so we have training here until 12:30, and then I have training at a different school location at 1 o'clock until about 3:30, and we'll be going over like math things there, but the focus at that time will be more so small group. Today, our meeting at 9 o'clock, the focus will be more so like whole group. So we're just like refreshing, doing all the PD things, and you know, it's a day, which means that the fit is pretty chill. So let me move you somewhere so that we can go over my OOTD for the day. All right, I'll start close up. Why does it look so dark? I told y'all I'm working on the lighting, which I don't understand because it's like freaking bright in here. So I don't understand why the lighting is acting crazy. Okay, I'll just hold it. So necklace is my emerald necklace that my grandmother gave me. It was a set. I have the earrings on as well. And then for jewelry, I have on two Alex and Ani bracelets. One is like my Taurus, and one is like a family tree kind of vibe. And then I have on the Kate Spade bangle. And then my Apple Watch is a Series 10. And the band is from Amazon. Shirt is just a Henley shirt from Old Navy. Maybe like, I think I've had this shirt for probably 10 years at this point. I am not someone that, you know, I use my clothes. I wear my clothes often before I give them away. But, yep, this bad boy is about 10 years old from Old Navy. And then these jeans are from Abercrombie. And I like them because they're short girl friendly, if you can see. And then for shoes, make sure you can see those. For shoes, I have on my Nike runners. I want to say these are the V4 runners, but super comfy. Good shoes to work in and to walk in at school. I've been talking to the camera, y'all, and it wasn't even on. Anywho, I'm over here grabbing my planner and stuff so that I can like write school dates and things like that in there from now until the rest of the school year. Found my lanyard. I thought I left this at home because I didn't bring my lunchbox today, but glad I have that because I am going to another school site later and I don't want to have to get like a badge or anything. Let's see. I'll bring my iPad. My computer is already in the library. This is my new planner. I unboxed this on my Instagram. So if you're interested, definitely check that out. Let's see. And then this planner is my, like, I use the calendar in here for like all my life stuff, and I use the pages in here to like plan out my social media and all that good stuff. Then we have my pencil pouch, and where is my planner? And now I'm looking for my teacher planner, but for some reason it's not where I would normally have it. I don't remember taking it home. It's not there. Oh, found it. Boop, 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 boop. All right, and then we have my teacher planner, and this houses all the school dates and all the things. So that's a little sneak peek into my planner ecosystem. But the time is now 8:52, so I'm gonna head back into the library, get set up, get ready for our next PD session, and I will check back in probably around lunchtime maybe, or the next time I come into my classroom. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to Chick-fil-A. Huh? I'm going to Chick-fil-A first.
Okay, we're not riding with you then.
All right, let's kick it.
Let me go first.
Let's kick it. All right, I'll meet you at your room. Huh?
You park in the regular parking lot?
I'll park right here.
Like where we normally park in?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Whew. All right, friends. So we just finished up PD here at our school. It is 12 o'clock on the dot, and me and Brown have to go to another school. It is about 15 minutes away. We're gonna stop at Chick-fil-A on the way to get lunch, and we have to be at the other school about 1, so we have an hour. So that's time for us to go get food, get a parking spot, chill, eat, and then go in for the next session. I did work on grades. So here's my bucket right here of all my things. My planner is in here, my markers, and all of my papers that I need to grade. So I went through and at least put the headers in the grade book. Tomorrow before the end of day I will have all the grades in there. So that is there for me to finish tomorrow. So let's head to the other school for the other PD. I will probably pick up the camera while me and Brown are eating lunch. Brown, I like how they have the little lobby areas.
right. Like imagine it
Like if this was just one grade level, second grade, and y'all all right here, and then you could like meet and like do different like fun things.
Because I hate the mingling, like the
With the other grade, right? Love that. Is this like one grade level? In this pod area, I was like, that's so cool. You could do like so many fun things. Yes. Yeah, this is my first time here too.
I'm home now from tutoring. I'm about to make this lovely pack ground beef and taco seasoning. Make that, eat that with some salsa, and some chips, and some cheese, and that's going to be my dinner tonight and my lunch tomorrow. And I'm going to try to print my students' behavior sheet in color, because for some reason when I try to print the behavior sheets at school, it won't print everything on the behavior sheet. Like, it only has like certain parts on the paper that show up when I push print in PowerPoint. So I'm hoping that I can try it maybe at home with my printer, and maybe that'll work out a little bit better. Just let Bailey out, so I need to let her in. My mom isn't here, neither is my stepdad, because my stepdad had surgery today on one of his arteries, I think. He had a clogged artery that they were unclogging for him today. So he is at the hospital, and Mom just went to check in on him for the last time tonight. She's on her way back home. So Betty was in the house by herself while her mommy was at tutoring. It's beautiful. Hey, mommy, beautiful cute. Hey, mommy, beautiful cute. Me, mommy, beautiful cute. So I'm just gonna cook up that ground beef. Try to print that. Hang out and chill for a little bit. Make sure I get a shower in tonight, so I don't have to worry about showering tomorrow. And yeah, that's the vibes. So I'll check in probably tomorrow, because tonight's gonna be boring. So I'll see you tomorrow.
And I did that. Yeah, I stayed a while, tried to make it right. A cigarette. No, I never smoked, but my heart is broke, explosive. Stressing for that old thing back. That initial love, all the goosebumps, those flutters in my gut, turn into disgust. What a waste of love, babe. I just wanna go back to how it was, lay in each other's arms all day. Send me gifts just because. Tell me where we went wrong. Started out as homies, ended up as lovers. How'd it get so ugly? Can't we rediscover, baby, what it was? Or let's be honest, it was just a lover. You were so romantic, we were picture perfect. So much freaking passion, why we never got it back, babe? It was just a lover.
Yeah, trying to get you out my thoughts today. Still chained to you when I walked away. Still chained, you know it'd be hard to break, cause I kept it way too real to automate. I wanna talk to you for my conscience sake, trying to make my mind and body cooperate. I used to have some shots to give for ones you take, but then I took them all to heal and lost the way. Got me riding around listening to Marvin Gaye. reminisce what was, cause now it ain't. And through my mind I trail for hours till it all devours. I'm amongst the prowlers on your page. See how you spend the days without eating me inside, that I'm phasing out, but I plays it, and it drains me. I done made some, but it pains me. You want the real from me, here it is, here it go. I want you dead to me, head gone real slow. I want you here with me, bad, I'll let it go. But I can't have both, I'm done. I hope this love a bum that's gon' blow. No regret, no rewind, no more waste, no more time, no more wait, let's go away. I stay out of mind. No regret, no rewind, no more waste, no more time, no more wait, let's go away. I stay out of mind.
Babe, well, let's be honest, it was just a love bomb. I just wanna go back to how it was. I just wanna lay in each other's arms all day, send me gifts just because. Tell me where we went wrong. Thought our love is harmless, ended up as love. Kiss me with that love bomb. Can't we love becoming so strong? What it was just a love bomb. It was just a love bomb.
You need to find the figure that has the line of symmetry. Once you've clicked your answer, hit the next button, and we should see this. How many lines of symmetry does the shape have? And make sure you use the strategies that Ms. Turner has told you to help you with figuring out the answer. Remember, symmetry means it has to be the same on both sides. Click your answer and hit next. We've seen that before. Go ahead and click your answer. I don't need you to tell me that though, because I just said it. Click your answer. Once you've clicked your answer, hit the next button. What is the face for this shape? This is why we pay attention during the review, because whatever we review is usually on the test. You don't even have to go home and study. If you pay attention in class, you will know exactly what to do on the test. What is up?
beautiful. It is Friday, and I've showed myself this morning. I think I showed me eating something this morning. I think I showed me giving my students their math tests today. They also took a spelling test today, and we worked on writing. We actually did something new today. Well, it's yesterday and today for writing. Our district writing coach came to our planning meeting last Thursday, and we're struggling as a grade level to get writing in and try to figure out how to do writing with these kids, because they're just really not generating ideas, and the handwriting, I mean, the writing is awful. Okay, and so we had to go back to the drawing board as a grade level, as a team, and we talked to our coaches, trying to figure out what we can do. And so we've decided that out of the 5-day benchmark structure, so our reading program.
This is the final call for buses.
So the way that the curriculum is laid out is we have days 1 through 5. So each week you have 5 days in the week, and technically we're supposed to do phonics and writing, all mixed in together. Some blah, blah, blah. It's just nuts, okay? So we've decided to break it down where we do, out of the 5 days, 3 of the 5 days is phonics, 2 out of the 5 days is writing. And so for the writing portion, we will have the kids we'll write a sentence on sentence strips, cut the sentence up, and each table group will work together to put the sentence in order using kind of the clues that they know about sentences.
At this time,
so there has to be a capital letter at the beginning of the sentence, punctuation at the end of the sentence, maybe looking at some sight words that they might know, like it and is, and trying to put the sentence together. And there's usually at least 2 to 4 kids in a group putting the sentence together. So there's somebody there that can read, that can kind of help them put it together. So they put the sentence together. Then after they put the sentence together, so here, as you can see, I cut up the sentences, and here's a number 1 because I cut up 4. And then each group put them together. And then after they put them together, they go back into the workbook. So each benchmark unit, the students have a workbook that goes along with it. And there are stories that we read throughout the week. And so the sentence that they put together, they had to go back and find it in the workbook. And then they had to highlight it in the story. Then we use this paper here. So as you can see, I just wrote this. It says day 1. Hold on. Focus. Oh, no. There we go. It says day 1 here. Day 2 here. And so on the day 1 worksheet, it's called sentence parts. And they write the sentence. So the sentence that they put together as a group, they write it out here on the first line. Then we go through and we find the kernel part of the sentence. The kernel part of the sentence is the who and the do, the most important part. The who, which is the noun, and we use a triangle for that. And the do, which is a verb, and we use a circle for that. So we'll go through, we'll figure out the who, we'll write it down, we'll figure out the do, we write it down. Then it says, what else is in the sentence? So we look at the rest of the sentence, what else is the sentence saying? And then we ask, what question does that answer? And so we'll write the rest of the sentence here, and then we'll write a question word. One of these question words, we'll write it here. So our sentence this week was, it grows below the ground. So we wrote the sentence, it grows below the ground. What's the who? It is a who. And so we talked about how it can be a pronoun and how it can sometimes replace person, place, or thing. So
We wrote it on the first line. The second line is the do. So we wrote grows because it grows. Then on the next line, the rest of the sentence said below the ground. So we wrote on the third line below the ground. That was the rest of the sentence. Then we need to find out what question does below the ground answer. Below the ground answers where. That is where the it is growing. So we write the word where here. Then we find the parts in the sentence. So they go back and basically whatever they put right here for the who, they're going to write right here for the who. They're going to write right here the do. They're going to circle the question, and then they're going to answer the question with whatever they wrote right here in the third line. So that kind of helps them really break down sentence structure and what a sentence should look like and what the parts of the sentence is. That's what we do day 1. Then day 2 is where they kind of use the things that we learned on day 1 to create their own sentences. So they create 2 sentences. This is the simple sentence builder. Hopefully it's focusing for you. They'll write the who. We got that triangle to help us remember that that's a noun. The who is the person. Then the do, which is the verb. We write that here, the action. And then they write the sentence. So we did this together. Then they did one on their own. And so how I decided to do it is, since we're working with the story, the original sentence, they found it in the story. We went back and we talked about the story. Okay, we read a foxy garden. So I want you to think about the characters in a foxy garden. Who were the characters? There was a fox, there was a squirrel, there was a rabbit, there was a bear. Pick a character. That's going to be your who. So we put that down. What did that character do in the story? Look at this. Look in your story. Look in your workbook. What do you see in the pictures? What did they do? Okay, the bear picked. The fox grew, or the rabbit ran, or you know what I mean? So they did the who and the do. And then we put the sentence together. So if they had fox, and then we had tricking, because in the story the fox tricked the bear. And so some of them wrote fox for the who, and for the do they wrote trick. So then I was like, okay, so when you talk to your friend and you want to tell them this, do you say fox trick, or do you say the fox is tricking? And then they kind of answer that. They said, we say the fox is tricking, right? Because it doesn't make sense for me to go up to your friend and be like, hey girl, the fox trick. No, you want to say, hey girl, the fox is tricking. So now we need to write that sentence the way that we would say it to our friends. So then they wrote, fox is tricking. Some of them, if they were a little bit advanced, I said, well, some of you knew that fox was tricking the bear. So you can also add that to your sentence. So instead of saying just fox is tricking, you can say fox is tricking the bear. So this is just a way for them to start really thinking about their writing what they're saying, you know what I mean? Writing their thoughts, getting things down on paper so that we as teachers can understand it a little better. So that was the kind of big thing this week that we learned. We're really, really focusing on writing. And so we learned this process this week, and we'll continue to do this process every Thursday and Friday as long as days 4 and 5 land on that. But in the bench walk world, basically every day 4 and day 5, we will do this on day 4, this on day 5 to practice their writing. So there's your teacher tip. There's your teacher highlight for the day. Hopefully you enjoy that. I know I had mentioned earlier in the vlog that I was going to share more about small group this week, but I think it's just going to be best if I do it next week. So definitely make sure you tune in to next week's vlog if you want to know more about exactly what I do in small group. But I wanted to share what I do in writing just to give like my teacher friends a little something so you know what's going on in class. But
I just finished cleaning up, wrapping everything up in here. I have this, oh, it's over there. It's a box over there full of things that I need to grade and I need to enter. And yeah, I'm gonna get up out of here. So the next time I pick up the vlog, I will be home. Tonight's plan, I need to edit and do laundry. So hopefully I can get those two things done before I hit the hay, because your girl is tired. But my tummy also is hurting. I think I need to go to the bathroom. So I'm gonna stop chatting and I will check in when I am home. What's up, vlog? We are at the Science Museum for our field trip. It looks super cool. We're having a blast. What are we gonna cook? Wow, this is cool. What are we gonna cook?
We're gonna cook French fries.
French fries! Yum!
Let her cook.
So cool! Wow! What is up, vlog? It is another day. I am at school. It's about 11:35. The kids are at PE and I am getting ready to eat. I have some chicken wings in this bag. I just heated them up and put the paper towel back in the bag. And then I have my mac and cheese that I did not eat yesterday from Chick-fil-A. So I am going to munch on that for the next 15 minutes before I have to go and pick up my kids. It has actually been a really good day. I only have 9 out of the 14 kids in my class, so it's been very chill. When they get back from PE, they have some work that they need to finish in science. They need to do a habitat sort. Then we're going to practice some phonics, and then they have their independent time before the end of the day. So pretty chill afternoon. I will be focusing on grading because your girl's grades were due last Wednesday. So I'm sure by this point you've seen the vlog. I was supposed to have my grades done last Wednesday.
Miss Turner. All right, thank you.
Yep. So we just called over the announcements. I said we had a good day, but there was an incident. Of course, Miss Turner was nowhere around when this incident occurred. So we get recess breaks. And during my recess break, the substitute was with the class, took them outside for recess, brought them back in, and then someone came up to her and was like, such and so said that their daddy was going to come up here and shoot me. Oh boy. That has now started a spiral. So now the kids involved has to talk to the counselor, and then the counselor then has to talk to the admin, and now admin has to now talk to the kids, and then some parents are probably going to get involved. Okay. Parents, here's a little bit of advice. I mean drill into your kids. Whatever they hear at home, whatever conversations that adults are having at home, leave them at home. Do not talk about them at school. Nothing. Okay? If mommy or daddy said it, you don't repeat it unless they ask you to. Because they come to school and they have the most inappropriate conversations, which leads to then things being said that shouldn't be said and now we have to get people involved. All I have to say is, I'm just glad that I wasn't in the presence of these children when this conversation happened. So please, tell your children to keep their mouth closed. Other than that, it's been a good day. I have to focus on grading because, like I said, I was supposed to have my grades done last week, and they're not. I'm just about finished grading, and I have to enter everything. So after school today, I will be staying here to enter all of my grades. Hopefully by then, Bailey will be done at the groomers because she went to the groomers at 12. My mom took her, and though typically I will pick her up. But I have tutoring at 5 o'clock. So if they want me to pick her up at 4 or after 4, then my mom's going to have to pick her up. So I'm going to stay at school until close to 4. Hopefully they will call me within that time so that I can go and grab her. If not, at 4, I'm just going to go home, get myself together for tutoring, and my mom is going to pick up Bailey. So that is the day. I probably will not vlog anymore after this. So I hope that you enjoyed this week's vlog. If you did, give me a big thumbs up so that it can reach other people out there who like watching vlogs. If you haven't already, subscribe. You guys are amazing. Shout out to you. Within the last 4 weeks, I went from 707 subscribers to now I think 713 or 714. So shout out to you who are sitting there and hitting that subscribe button. Bless you, bless you, bless you. Thank you so much. It definitely helps out my channel. Definitely comment down below. I've seen a couple of you comment your emojis for making it to the end of the video. If you made it to the end of this video, I would like for you to leave me a purple heart emoji. Leave me a purple heart emoji in the comments if you made it all the way down to the end of this video. I love you so much for being a support system for me. Bless you. Hope you have a good one, and I will see you in the next vlog, which should be coming very soon after this one. So make sure you're subscribed. Bye.